A wide cross-section of local stakeholders is currently engaged in a post-Hurricane Beryl after-action review workshop aimed at identifying areas of weaknesses and building on strengths to improve Grenada's response to any future disasters or hazards. The workshop is a collaborative effort between the National Disaster Management Agency (NADMA) and the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency (CDEMA), with funding provided by the CDEMA Emergency Assistance Fund. Dr. Terence Walters is the National Disaster Coordinator.
We had Hurricane Beryl in July of 2024, and it is important for us to review the actions of the National Disaster Organization as to how we performed, things that were done well, and things that are weaknesses and strengths, and we can take the necessary actions to address any of the issues that may have come up during our response to Hurricane Beryl in 2024.
Dr. Walters says the intended outcome is a draft report including recommendations put forward by stakeholders. The report will then be submitted to Cabinet for approval. Following Hurricane Beryl, the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency (CDEMA) was evident as the entity provided support in a number of areas visibly in Grenada, providing support in several areas including emergency relief, operational support, and rapid needs assessment. Mandela Christian, Program Manager for Preparedness and Response for CDEMA, explained that it is customary to conduct a postmortem.
So CDEMA's role here is to be, I guess, the outside non-bias factor, because, tensions can run a bit high sometimes in these situations. And we are not trying to blame, it's not about blaming anyone or saying, okay, that was so-and-so fault and so forth. It's really just to capture the real honest feedback on how things went and to be objective. And at the end of this, what we would like to see is some recommendations for one, enhancing your current national disaster plans and protocols. And secondly, we want to have a comprehensive report outlining the findings, what the strengths, the weaknesses, and the areas for improvement. And then we want to develop, or we will develop, a plan of action with short-term or immediate, medium, and long-term recommendations.
Carriacou and Petite Martinique were among the hardest hit by Hurricane Beryl. Dwight Logan, District Coordinator for Petite Martinique, and Bernice Date, Community Program Officer on the Carriacou, are among the participants. In an interview with the media on day one of the discussion, both individuals highlighted one of the biggest challenges faced during and after Hurricane Beryl.
We getting there slowly but surely. Our biggest problem is skilled workers in order to help to put back the roofs of houses and so on. So that's our main problem now. Being here, I'm able to highlight our strengths and our weaknesses that we had prior, during, and even now after Hurricane Beryl.
Well, I believe one of the major challenges, not myself, but the agency and also other agencies would have faced is that of communication, because of course everything went down. We had no means of communicating until we were able to get some assistance with Starlink. So going forward, it's something that we have to look at from the agency standpoint, how we can improve on our communication system.
Christina John, GBN News.